Why is HEX better than Bitcoin? Well, first of all, it's the fundamentals of the code. The fundamentals of code are better than Bitcoin's fundamentals. The inflation model is better than Bitcoin's inflation model. The staking feature is better than a mining feature. It's new tech versus old tech. It's decentralized versus centralized. Yes, all of those things. Yo, Hexicans, what's happening? Hey, no more guns. YouTube shut down my blunderbusses. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to Chattin with the Captain on a little special edition. Wanted to go over some stuff midweek here. Well, beginning of the week. Green candles for everybody. First of all, congratulations, all you Hexicans, Pulsekins, Pulsexkins, Inkins, all of you. We are seeing green. I'm telling you, the euphoria is going to be sick. This run is going to be, we own, guys. We own this stuff. Crypto is ours. And the people are coming out of the woodwork and the community is coming together and people are stopped beating on each other. I'm actually feeling the wounds heal and, everybody's not, coming at me hard and fast and strong. And, I was getting tired, guys. I was getting tired and beat down, but, it's you who are energizing me. You out there. One person in particular I'm going to be talking about here in a minute. But something I want to get taken care of first. That is, it's kind of goes along with what's happening here. I gotta close some stuff up. I had some people texting me and stuff and sending me messages. But and by the way, I hate giveaways. I hate giveaways. Me and Hexo said we swore off giveaways because they're such a pain in the ass. They always go wrong. And we all know the infamous RG3 got caught. So back in the day, we had a guy named Ski Cat who used to like to come in and donate and give prizes out. Well, we were having a big stream, and I forget what it was. It was a launch party of HEX, or right when the AA adoption amplifier ended or something like that. And he gave away prizes, and he called us in the middle of the show and said, "Hey, Hexo and RG, I want you guys on the next randomizer run that you run." And we said, "No, dude, it's cool." And he said, "No, I want you guys' name in there, and I'm going to give you a million HEX or something like that." I don't know what it was, but anyway, we ran the randomizer live on stream, and my name popped up, and so I won the prize, and I haven't lived it down since. But anyway, it was fixed, everyone says. So, so I hate giveaways, but today we were going to be doing a giveaway. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But first, I want to go over something on a heavier note, on a serious note, and it's worth saying because when this happened, it hit me, and I wanted to bring this up. So it came to my attention yesterday morning that one of our dear Hexicans had passed on. His name was John. He went by Phantom Hex 5555. And, he was one of the guys in the community that was, getting sober and stuff. And he was, for those of you who don't know, I've been clean and sober myself for 30 years and work with men and young and old, mostly young men that are working on recovery. And mostly coming out of the prison system. I spent 18 months in a halfway house myself, and ran the place for a little while, and did a lot of courtroom stuff, did a lot of stuff with guys that were in the same situation, newly getting sober, and it's a subject that's near and dear to my heart, and whenever any of you reach out or you say you're struggling or you're working on that, and I'm here to give you guys support more so than anything else. Look, I take calls from everybody, whether it's crypto related, social media related, streaming related. How do I do this? How, I try and help everybody I can in this community, because we don't get paid for this stuff. It's a volunteer army. We are doing what we do. So when it comes to that, especially, my DMs are always open for you guys and gals. As soon as I heard it happened, I pulled up my DMs to see how many conversations we had together or whatever. And it rocked me, because I'm like, why didn't I reach out? Why didn't I try and, tap on them and do a check-in or something like that, and why don't I make it more public that I do that kind of work, or I do care about the community in that way and people that are struggling in that way. Because a few of you do, a few of you I'm really close with as far as that goes. You counsel with me or whatever, and we talk to one another. But I wanted, right when that happened, I was like, I could have done more. I should have done more. Why didn't I? It exposed myself a little bit more to the community as far as being somebody that can help in this area, I guess. I've been on phone calls with good friends that have, couldn't understand what they were saying because they had guns in their mouths. Buried a lot of people, helped save some of them. And it's a cunning, baffling, and powerful disease, addiction, and depression. And I don't wish anybody to go through it. I've been through it myself. It's not easy, and having a support system is important. So on a serious note, and I know that we don't get real serious around here often, my heart goes out to this young man and his family. And this is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And now a lot of people are going to suffer. I think he had a child and an ex-wife or something. So it's never the answer. And it may seem like it, but it never is. That 5 pounds of pressure to pull that trigger or whatever it is that you do is not worth it. So anyway, if you're hurting out there, call somebody. Go get some help. Don't do it alone. Don't send your own thoughts. Reach out, and my DMs are always open to anybody who's suffering or in the middle of addiction. So anyway, not to put too somber of a note on things, but Phantom Hex, to you, my friend. All right. So with that note, I hate to bring a downer right at the beginning here, but I just wanted to say something about that, because it was kind of a serious situation. We had another situation one time where, and I've spoken about this in recent past, where one of our own actually went out there and committed a heinous crime and killed somebody. So whatever it is that you're going through, there's solutions, and violence and suicide and those things aren't the answer. So I think I can get the producer to put the suicide hotline down at the bottom of this, down the bottom there in the comment section, and make sure that we have that for people. And and like I said, my DMs are open, so please feel free to hit me up. All right, now something else that has gone on in the community that I want to address is let's see here. I'm pulling up some stuff, so bear with me for just 1 second. There it is. I've got to send out something real quick so that this is done right away, because I was asked to send this out. Let's see, let me spell this one. Sorry, bringing the stream to a screeching halt. And okay. Let me, that's for There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. So that's taken care of. So now we are going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen. So we are going to announce, the return of my friend Rackham Rishel to the community. He took a hiatus, walked away, but I want to explain something to everybody. Rackham and I are friends, and we have different personalities. We approach things differently, but that's why we're friends, because we appreciate each other and our differences and all that kind of stuff. And he has a way of reacting how he reacts. I have a way of reacting how I react. But that doesn't make anything right or wrong or whatnot. When I met Rack back in the early days before Hex even launched, we were all the way we all met was in the Telegram rooms. He was running around with one of his companies, and they were part of the sacrifice, or the adoption amplifier. They were putting they were buying a lot of Hex. They were getting in big. They were moving the needle. And he reached out to me in a DM and said, "Hey, want to chat with you, see what you're doing. Want to show you what we're doing." And we started chatting privately, and we started to support one another and what was going on. And back then we were all just getting to know each other, and we were all just kind of feeling things out and wanting to promote Hex and the ecosystem, what Richard was doing. And so in that process, he and I became really good friends. And there was a lot of reasons why. He was a benevolent whale in the system. I was an influencer, wanting to be more of an influencer, trying to make things happen, trying to make things to help promote. And he started to support us in the background and help us with our tweets and our shows and whatnot. And then we realized that we were both, he was a corpsman and I was a Marine. If you don't know the relationship there, the Navy, if you're a corpsman, you take care of hurt Marines. They're the guys with the morphine on the battlefield. So we're always keeping an eye on that guy, make sure he's close by. So we became fast friends. And the system grew, the ecosystem grew, the sacrifices came. Then the Richard Hart, what do you call it? Outrage marketing started, and Rackham was really displeased with it, and he wasn't pulling any punches about it, and a lot of us weren't pleased with it. We chose to stay a little more quiet. Now, whether or not that's the right approach or not, that's for everybody to decide on their own. Rackham decided to say something about it, and it pissed a lot of people off in the community. So because of that, I ruffled a lot of feathers, and you know how this community is. They start backbiting, and that's what happened. They started backbiting on Rackham, and I stood there in the trenches with him and said, "Hey man, what the hell? This guy's got his opinion. That's his opinion. Leave him alone. What's the big deal?" And now I see a lot of people in the community are saying a lot worse about Richard than he ever did. I know he said some things that might have, ruffled some people's feathers and all, but whatever. It was outrage marketing time, right? And more attention, more attention. If everything's good, then everything's good, right? Freedom of speech, all that stuff. But anyway, something happened, and after the sacrifice phase and everything, my friend started to really lash out in social media, and it got crazy. And and I was asking what was wrong, And eventually he told me, and he asked me to not say anything about his situation. And his situation was that he was going through a divorce. And my friend was hurting. My friend was hurting bad. And I knew what he had done for the community. I knew what he had done for the HEX price. I knew what he had done as a human being, and who he was as a human being and how he's treated me. I went out to visit him, and he took care of everything for me in ways that, were just like a friend would. And so that's the relationship I had with him. And the community came at him hard. Why? Because they were all monitoring his wallets, and it wasn't his wallets necessarily. They were people that were involved in investment opportunities with the companies that they were with. And also in the divorce, everybody knows that one person gets half of one thing, and that person gets the other half, and the other person gets the other half, gets to do whatever they want with it. So I wasn't allowed to say anything about it because my friend had asked me not to, even in the face of all the memes and, creating he and I in homosexual acts and all this other weird shit that you guys did. Having to watch post after post after post of you guys vilifying him, demonizing him, making him out to be somebody he wasn't. And I knew who he was, and I couldn't defend him because I couldn't say exactly what was going on. It was hard. It was really hard to watch and to be part of. As far as sitting back and listening to some of you say the most ridiculous, stupid shit about somebody who was good, and was going through something very, very difficult and hard. It just proved to me how wrong this social media bullshit can be, because some of you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what's going on with somebody else. You don't know if they're getting ready to stick a fucking gun in their mouth. You don't. And you should think about that before you start talking shit, before you start saying stupid stuff. It's sad. It's sick and sad how this community acts sometimes, at the whim of something they think, and so many of you acted like you knew that strong and wrong bullshit that you guys pull. Man, it pissed me off. But I sat back, I took it, I listened, I waited until my friend decided it was time for him to say it himself, that, hey guys, this is what I went through. Sorry that happened. I'm back here to help the community out, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go full force, help promote, put my money where my mouth is, and provide value to the community like he always had anyway. He just had to go through some things. And, unless you've been through that kind of stuff, you don't know, then you should probably shut the fuck up and sit down. So welcome back to my friend. I think he's going to be doing some really cool stuff for the community. He's going to be really doing some good stuff on social media. You just watch. They're going. His team is going full throttle, and he's giving back. And tonight, that's what he's doing. Yeah, we are lucky he's still stuck around. You guys are lucky that he was there. For any of you in the beginning that saw HEX moving like it was, you should thank him for that too, because he was one of those whales that was buying in the beginning. And he didn't get credit for any of that either. He just got credit for being fucked over. So you guys fucked him over more. You know how hard that is to watch, and how ridiculous it is, and how many people I really despise because of what you guys did and said. But I'm not one to hate or hold a grudge. Those of you can also be redeemed. Now, my friend Rackham is not going to pull any punches, that's for sure, in this community. He's going to call spades spades. He is going to bring it his way, and he is going to ruffle some feathers. I'll guarantee you that. He is not going to be a peacemaking diplomat like myself. He's going to bring it. He's going to bring it hard, and if you cross him, he's going to come at you. And that's the way it's going to be. And if you want to go ahead and fight that bull and play with those horns, you go right on ahead. But that's what you're going to get. He is, like I said, he's not a peacemaker or a guy that has as much stomach for this stuff as I do. He tells it like it is, and and he'll come at you. So with that said, though, he's also extremely generous and wants to build. And what he's done is he's put out a contest, and you can see it on Twitter. And I hate contests once again, but I ran the producer, Wild SJ. Thank you, SJ. Found me a randomizer, and did I finally get rid of it? I think I got rid of it. I ran the randomizer, and I got 3 names that won. Why didn't I do it on stream? Because the damn thing, once you run the randomizer, it wants you to pay for it to run it again. So I was going to run it live on stream, but I took the one that it ran and I put the names down, and that's what we're going to do. Now, what I do with the freaking name, the names are right here. So I actually sent them to Rackham already. But so what we have is you are going to be able to get, where did I put it? You're going to get X Premium Plus membership. Now that gets rid of all the Twitter ads. It also gives you access to all the tools on Twitter. And it's like a $254 a year deal, right? I think I'm just on the premium. I don't know if I'm on the premium plus, not sure. Is RG3's name in it? No. No, I didn't win. I didn't even put my name in there. Hold on a second. Just click that link, bro. Oh no, he's in there. I saw him in the deal. So anyway, so I don't see anything from you. Yeah, bro, it's right there. The link is right there. You don't see it? Hold on one second, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, are you in? He's texting me right now. I saw you in the chat room. No, it's not. That isn't the StreamYard link, I don't think. Oh, maybe she did put the StreamYard link in there. You're in the chat room. I saw you in the chat room. Weren't you in there just a minute ago? Yeah, you were in there. Come on, bro. You follow me on Twitter. You just go to Twitter and it's right there. It should be right there. Let me see here. Oh boy. I guess I sent, what did I send him? The link. Hold on a second, bud. Sorry, guys. The suspense is killing you, right? I do have the winners right here. I have the winners. Let me find it, Rack. I'm sorry, dude. Where is it? Producer, could you make sure that he has, thank you, the stream? Anyway, he'll get it. So let me go through the chat room real quick while we get him squared away so that he's watching. I thought he was in here. I did see him. There he is right there. Hello. Hey, everyone. Yeah, he's there. So Chaztown, Tam, hello, my ladies. Welcome. Robert Kelleher. What's up, dude? Backwards hat dad. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, man, part of it. Want to just show a little bit of heart here and remind people of what that is. What up, Thoth? Good to see you, bro. I hope that foot's healing up. In here now. Wow, hard to keep it private. That which could vindicate. Yes. Yeah, it is. It is hard to keep private that which would vindicate. Yes. But that's where integrity comes in. That's where being a friend comes in. That's where valuable relationships are made, is when you can do stuff like that, when you can extend trust. I always talk about trust, right? How do you build trust? What are you doing? Are you always the person that ends up showing up being the one that did the right thing? Or when it comes out, did you fake the funk and end up doing the wrong thing behind the scenes? That's what it's about. And, and we're all fallible. We can all make mistakes. We can all, do things wrong. It's when it really, really counts, what do you do and how many times do you do that and keep your keep yourself in the positive. Ash, what's happening? Terrible this happened. Also, the Saudi stuff, we missed out on possibly good things. Weird. Yeah. Let me, oh, he wants the names. Okay. I sent him, hold on. Let me send this to the producer. I sent him to Rack, but it's not the names. It's the links to their Twitters. Hey, I got it. I'm sending it to you right now. I'm going to send it to you in TG. Producer. Ladies and gentlemen, a wild SJ. Producing the show, making things happen. Darn it, where are you? This is really, here's all of their, that's their Twitter handles, SJ. So anyway, I'll continue going. Ash, yes. Yeah, you know, the thing with the Saudis was particularly cringe to me. The fact that even people that I had respect for was using that trope. You know, I don't like, you know, throwing the word racist around, but hinting, troping, profiling people in a way, racially, by using funky names and all that stuff. You know, it's just not appropriate in public settings like that. You know, now, is doing business on Twitter appropriate? You know, is it privy to being jacked by the fact that you're using social media to advertise or to try and make things happen? Might not be the right place to do it when you've got the immaturity and stuff going on. But yeah, that really and particularly bothered me that the community was using those type of things, and it did sit wrong with some people, and it's too bad. Yeah, it was not one of our best moments. Where was I at? Okay. No BS. How you doing? No bullshit. Remember all caps when you spell the man name. Shut up, Cap. What's up? Let's see who else in here. Left House Crypto. Amen. I've always liked Rackham. Ultra bullish. Yep, I have too. The guy's good people. May he rest in peace. Obviously, that was for John. They don't show their face, though. Could be the prevented 13-year-old in mom's basement. Yeah, you know, most of the people that do that, that's what they do, is they, you know, they keyboard warrior. They watch other people doing things. They get jealous of them for whatever reason, whether they've said too much, they've postured or peacocked too much for them. They're not in the same position. They don't have the same kind of lifestyle, or they don't have the same kind of gravitas or whatever. And so they go to war on the keyboard, and that makes them feel better or whatever. I don't know. I don't understand that, but we have a lot of that. We do have a lot of that. Yes. Cryptocycle says, what do you think about the plan to bridge all the TitanX coins from ETH over to PulseChain to make liquidity web and thin supply on ETH for Jake, buy and burn, and take advantage of the Richard Hart 08 address? Hey, anything that brings value over, anything that you know, helps the chain, anything that brings attention to other coins, I'm all for it. You know, I don't know about all the other stuff and what it does technically, if it's hurting anybody else or whatever. I'm not looking at that yet, but you know, is what it is. I got something interesting going on right now. I got somebody sitting in the green room. Shake your head yes or no. Are you coming on? That's not a good enough answer. Well, and I guess you're making me decide then. So, anyway, I'm going to finish up this real quick. What's up, Luna C Point? How you doing? Free speech. I remember the old Hex voice chats. They were cool to listen to back in the day. Cars, guns, and range of topics. Yes, 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 it was. RG having a boomer moment. No, I was just, dealing with people trying to talk to me while I'm on stream and whatnot. But no boomer. I'm a fucking Xer, man. Come on, Luna. I'm an Xer. We're not boomers. Different generation. From the old days, the lemons tripod. Yeah, the lemons were, you know what? I'm starting to get those like old vibes. Those old vibes are starting to come back, like old Hex times, like us streaming together. Yeah. Sig Wolf. Okay, we're almost done here. Having not seen the film, wasn't Rackham portrayed as a villain or a malevolent in some way in the trailer? No. Rackham was never some kind of villain. He opted out of being in the film. He became the executive producer. Like I said, he was going through some stuff at that time that didn't allow for him to be able to go out in public and do that and be part of that. So it was a real strange and rough time for him, and we couldn't really disclose what was going on. So again, out of respect for him and what he was going through, yeah, he had to do what he had to do. But no, he wasn't portrayed as some kind of evil guy. In fact, he and I, when we met on the cringy beach scene where we both decided to show up in white freaking sand shorts or whatever the freaking hell we were doing, we chatted about being homeless. We had good conversations. We have some good footage of that, and you'll probably get to see it the Highest of Stakes is putting out the old footage. The extra tracks and stuff that was out there on the cutting room floor. So you're going to be able to see all that stuff. If you subscribe to the Highest of Stakes, new thing on Twitter that they're going to do. And we'll put the link to that too in the description. But yeah, we had great conversations. We talked about, both of us having a lot in common as far as being homeless at times in our life. And coming through it and breaking through it and changing our lives completely. He's one of those guys. And and then to see to have to go through the stuff that I went through here in this community with people who I have respect for, that I care about, that I like, that I work with. Well, hold on a second. Oh, that's why I hate contests. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about this in a second. So yeah, so the Highest of Stakes didn't portray him that way. They portrayed him, and we had some good footage there where he and I had some good conversations about our past and our commonalities of being homeless and being in the military and kind of picking ourselves up by our bootstraps and making it in the crypto space. And then Luna says, I like Rackham more and more. We are lucky to have him. Yes, we are lucky to have him, because he could have walked away a long time ago and said, screw this stuff. But he's bigger than that. And, trolls weren't going to force him away. He's on a different level than the trolls. And that didn't really bother him. It bothered me because I was out here, taking it. But anyway, okay. So, anyway, so that being said, hello everybody from the chat. Thanks for coming. I've got to make an announcement right now, and we're going to have, this is why I hate contests. So here's the thing. If you have premium, there's no way to upgrade to premium plus. So there's a problem. So we need to redo this. And we're going to choose only non-check marked people, because people with check marks were the winners. So what we've got to do is scratch the contest. The egg is on my face already. And we're going to redo it. And we're not scratching it. We're not scratching it. We're just this version of it. We're going to re-choose. So we're doing it now. Okay. We're doing it now. So now let me, okay, I'm not good. It's funny because I'm chatting at the same time, and tell me shut the fuck up. So anyway, so here's the problem with that. We can't run the randomizer with the chat that's there now because there is mixed people with blue check marks and non-check marks. So we have to have another tweet with people commenting on it that don't have check marks, because I'm not going to be able to randomize the whole thing without people. Yeah. Unless, let me see, the randomizer only let me use it once, and then it wanted to charge me $15.99 a month for the randomizer to use it again. I guess I could get it and then cancel it, but let me here's what I'll do, Rack. I will run it through the producer. Yeah, and we'll have the producer do it. Give me 1 second. And I'll have her run. She can go run a randomizer that she could pull the names out. Hold on 1 second. Let me let's see. I am going to put this in the private chat and have her. Hold on, guys. You get that, producer? She's probably sleeping on the job. Anyway, so while that's going on, we'll get that taken care of, Rack. That I've got the producer. I've got SJ working on it. She's going to work on it. She's going to get the 3 names, and I'm going to send them to you. All right. Now, while that's going on, I'm going to bring some more nostalgia up. Hold on a second. It's hard to talk and stream at the same time, bro. Oh, hold on, guys. We're good, bro. Just hold up. I'm going to get that taken care of. All right. So for nostalgia's sake, and feeling like old times, I got somebody just popped into the green room, and I'm going to bring him up while we're getting this sorted out. Oh, shoot. I thought that was Rack. Hold on 1 second. And the show comes to a screeching halt. There we go. Oh boy, they're all coming in from my blood now. So anyway, let me pull up this gentleman right here who's been sitting in the green room waiting. Nostalgia at its best. Ladies and gentlemen, Kinetics. What?
Hey, fam. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Wow. I am going to so we've got a contest going on here now. Can't you tell? We have a contest going on.
This is not your smoothest stream. I'm just going to say that right now, Captain. Just going to throw that out there.
I knew once we said contest that
something was going to go wrong. Yep.
And now I'm sitting here thinking I'm talking to Rack and I'm talking to SJ. Rack, I'm going to bring you up, all right, dude? Because he showed up in the green room. Oh, he jumped out. Okay, maybe he'll come back. It never fails, bro. It never fails. And I even said, you know what? I won't do it live on stream. I'll do it right here. Rack, can I bring you up in the private chat? Can I bring you up? That's why you're here, right? I can bring you up. Just want to make sure, because you did say you didn't. Yeah, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on top of nostalgia, and for the first time ever on Discourse Syndicate, my friend Rackham Rishel. What's up, dude?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
We're doing a contest.
Yeah, no, we're trying to, right?
Poorly.
Oh gosh, and Kinetics, man, it's about time. Where you been, man?
I've been trying to stack some cash,
Okay, yeah.
Try to buy some more of this cheap HEX.
No, you need some ink. You need a lot of ink.
All right. I like it. I like where your mind's at.
Yeah, it's actually stuck on a redhead, but she's out of state right now. Oh man, let me see. There it is. No, go ahead, man. Carry on. I'm good.
So we're working on, like I said, re-randomizing the names and getting those names for you, so we can handle that. Because we have to take the ones with the blue check marks off, and then she could run it.
Yeah.
But for now, we'll just yuck it up. What's up? To what do we deserve your appearance?
I really don't have a lot of time in the evenings. I've decided to devote nighttime to the family, and they're all gone right now. So they're all at practice doing some softball. And I was like, hey, the captain's live. I'm going to hop on and say, hey, I was just going to hang out in the green room until you guys were done. And then I was just going to.
Oh, dude, because people have been asking. Yeah, people have actually been asking where you are.
I'm around. I'm just creeping. I'm one of those creepers. I'm watching all of you guys in this community.
Okay, we can probably use that. We can probably use the help right now, dude.
I'm not getting involved with the giveaway. They never go right.
Shut up, man. Come on.
I think Captain's doing a fine
I'll
job.
tell you something else, Rich. You need to dig up the interview that Kinetics did with Richard. That was exceptional.
Yeah, he did a great job on that interview. That was our highest grossing viewed YouTube. I think it was close to 40,000.
Yeah, I'd say that's when you and I agreed, Roy, that was his gift, was interviewing. That's when we said he found his jam. I mean, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
I definitely want to do more of it. I want to come back and do more of it. Was just focusing on my real estate career in the meantime, and so I think it's time. I think I should be on track to do some more of those interviews, and just try to be a motivating force in this crypto game, in this HEX ecosystem.
Yeah, we need it. We definitely need it. I need it. I need the energy back, guys, because like I see Racks out here, hauling ass, kicking ass, and taking names and social mediaing it up, and I'm just like, I don't know if I got another tweet or another stream left in me here. And I wake up on Friday and go, oh man, I'm streaming tonight, aren't I? Oh man, talk about today, and it's been rough. So seeing you guys,
how is it rough? You've got a $500,000 pool in your backyard, dude.
Well, we don't talk about those things, my friend.
I'm sorry. He's got an inflatable pool.
Yeah, that he puts his feet in his lawn chair.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little crappy little pool he's got. What the heck, dude?
I mean, I'm talking about.
I would get lost in your pool, man. You get lost. You have to send in the rest of your Marine buddies to find you, man. It's insane. Have you seen the Kinetics? Have you seen his backyard?
Yeah, I gotta see it. I was actually there live while he was in the middle of
Good
building it,
Lord.
and I gotta go back now that it's done.
It's pretty insane, man. Yes, you do. Most certain. Actually, we need to pin Rich down wherever he's at with Brent and pee in his pool. God, I hope he doesn't hear us say that, because he'll never let us visit, dude.
It's recorded.
Yeah, dude, right? He's like, yeah, Rack, I knew I should have kept you blocked, you little punk. Now they're going to go dig up all the dirt from like 2-3 years ago when I threatened him. That's going to be great. Here it comes again.
Especially now that you mentioned it, it will come
Yeah,
back.
right? They're like, oh, God, Rackham threatened Richard. I'm like, you guys are a little late, dude.
Yeah. Well, you weren't the only one that was not in support of the outrage marketing. That's for sure.
God, dude. I was mitigating the film crew behind the scenes, and they're like, hey, we're down in Miami, and they're like, hey, Rich is at the party, and we were heading there, and he's like, I don't know if we should, let's keep you two separated. And I was like, God, dude, yeah. So I missed the entire photo shoot and everything, and I'm just like, this is stupid.
That's
I
right.
remember, man. It got ugly. That got ugly.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I think standing on your morals and principles that you believe in, I think you still did the right thing for the most part. And I think he'll forgive you long term.
Yeah. Okay. No, dude. Oh no. We're fine. No, believe me, we're good. We're good. So it's it's the film crew straightened a lot of that stuff out, and he held his position, obviously, that he knew what he was doing. It was the type of marketing at the time that he felt was applicable, and that's what he did. And and in the end, his position was right. He had a right to do what he wanted. It was affecting me. I took a different position, but at the same time, he told me to pack sand, and I did. So it was, it's pretty much in the end, he still told me to shut the frick up. So you know what I mean? So it's like, whatever, dude. We'll talk later, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, and I've seen Richard act that way towards people and just outright ban them, block them, remove them. If you didn't get,
I was that guy.
If you didn't get banned from the Telegram room at least once when you were when it was hex.com in the beginning, then you weren't.
Yeah, it was. That's when Pat called him from the film crew. I think it was something like, I don't know what it was. You two were blocking each other. He's like, yeah, he's being a butthead, and I'm like, okay, so we're name calling now. This is good. This is good.
And brothers fight, people fight, and
no, he did. He was like, oh, I put Rack in timeout, man. Sometimes you just got to hard correct. I'm like, what the frick is this, dude?
I mean, you and I have gotten into it. Me and Kinetics have gotten into it, and obviously not in public or whatever most of the time, but we're brothers, we're friends, we're confidants. We work with each other. We make
it's a little different, man, when you're not born into money, right? And you know where you come from. And sometimes you have bouts of SWS, sudden wealth syndrome, and that can burn you down, man. And that's why I think people push back so hard initially, because whales typically will not interact with y'all. They're not going to do it. And as you well know, you get some, I don't consider people that are sub 100 million as whales. I just don't. I think 100 million up is where it starts. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, but I just he's not going to come back the same way. He's not.
No.
Yeah, I think that's done. I think it's over. I mean, it's the momentum there, obviously with the litigation being completed, and we definitely we didn't get a favorable outcome. We got an incredible outcome.
Yeah. It was,
and that's why. Roy, you called it. I mean, you pretty much freaking called it. So it was like, dang, dude. And when I saw that happen, and once the timer ran out, obviously we're not going to deal with the double jeopardy, and I don't really know what the applicability is of the sunset clause, if that even applies. But I'm just like, at that point, I got a green light, and I'm like, no, we really do need to go to work. And the deficits, I think you and I agreed, Roy, that I can tell you what partially one of the biggest issues in this community right now is we do like the support I've received for the amount of work I put in is bullcrap. Absolute bullcrap. And I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
So, it was like 30-something thousand views on something that I put a lot of work into, and I had 297 shares. I'm like, this is bullcrap. You know, and it's starting to tweak me. It is starting to affect me now. I'm like, I appreciate the couple hundred people that repost something, but when it's 20, 30,000, something's wrong. So it's just, and what happens, and the biggest thing is Roy, as you well know, when the PR web stuff kicks in, I need full community support. That's press release level.
Well, we haven't had that kind of, marketing budgets to get all that kind of stuff done. And the press.
Yeah, but it's here now, and I'm footing the bill for it. So it's like, I don't need to. What does everybody, the community, think it's going to run a feasibility study on whether Rackham can do a press release? Are you serious? Let me go to work, guys, but at least, help me spread the press releases out.
Oh, no. That's what we're here for. We've been waiting for, hopefully, when Richard does step back in, he's got some marketing plans too, because that's what we need. We need marketing. We need outbound marketing. And we need to use unconventional methods. We need to get the hell out of the crypto bro space, because it's, it's a futile attempt.
Burn you at the stake.
What's that?
Hang on a second.
Oh, you tweeting?
No. Who's talking?
I don't know.
Well, I do. I want to say something. I want to say something to everybody. You guys should give a big round of applause to Rackham for making the movie possible. So we ran into some snags towards the end, and there were some big scenes we wanted to do. And if it wasn't for Rackham, we wouldn't have gotten the movie as far in, and it wouldn't have been at the same level, the same quality as it is now. So I think you guys all need to recognize the hand that Rackham played in the movie coming out, guys. So please give this man a round of applause.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff that, and I don't want to sit here and act like we're on the, the Rackham stroke tour here, but the thing is that, my friend came into the community was here from the beginning. They pumped the damn coin. They pumped it. Outside, he wasn't, one of Richard's wallets. He wasn't, they saw value here and they put their value in it. They came and he brought a social aspect to it and did everything he could to be part of the movie, to be part of whatever he could to help us. He's helped the tour out. He helped us do some travel expenses for the tour. Just constantly providing value to the community. And to have to sit back and watch the people that didn't appreciate him or allow him to speak and be who he was just asinine. And I think that, it's time for us to all stop this shit, to stop, beating each other up and see the value in each other and let each other have enough grace to go out and either make our mistakes or be who we are, like you all did Richard. You all let Richard go out there and act a damn fool, most of you. But as soon as somebody opens their mouth and says something about it, then you guys all get pissed off. But let everybody be who they are. Let everybody contribute how they contribute and appreciate the people who are contributing, the most, and emulate that, and that's what Rack had done. He had like Kinetics said, when the movie, when we wanted to make it extra special, we wanted to give it a little extra oomph. He came in and backed it. And backed it big. It wasn't, some little contribution. Throw everything out there for everybody to see. But he made a significant contribution to make that movie what it is. And maybe we did put too much money into that movie. But you know what? It's done. It's done well, and it's there for all of history. And when people do come to look at this story of what happened and what was going on in the beginning, they're going to be able to see it through that production. And hopefully there will be another one that follows it. That's our hopes.
Well, okay. They'll be here shortly. I think everybody knows the second movie is going down. I think it's pretty obvious it's going to happen, and I think everybody knows I know a lot about it.
Yeah, I think that there's a really good chance that there would be a part 2. We've always talked about it, and hopefully.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling Rich and I will be sitting down face to face very soon.
I look forward to it.
Me too, because I get to say, "Hey, boss, what do you need me to do? This is getting old."
So, activate us, Richard. We're here for you. Activate
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, we've had this discussion. I'm like, I think there was 3 of us, and we're like, man, we feel like a bunch of generals where the president's drunk on the golf course.
Yeah. Hey, just to let you know, Rack, if you want to make the announcement of the winners, they have been randomized. They are non-blue check marks, and SJ has
snap. Finally, let's go to work, man. Let's blue check these people.
So she put it in Telegram for you. She's yelling at me because she had it in there for a while. She said you hadn't looked at it. I'm always in trouble. So yeah, they're in there, TG. Yep.
So shout out to Brian Magruder. If anyone doesn't already know, this is one of his hats I'm wearing. So yeah, he's in the chat.
Brian Magruder puts out the goods. If you don't know,
yes,
Brian Magruder, he puts out the hats. I lost, dude. I have you missed out because the event he put out did you see the Chrome hex hat?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, dude, it's fire. My kid wears it to school every day. He stole it from me. He digs it. So yeah, he wears it to school every day. But that's his hat now. So I lost my hat, Brian. Brian gave it to me on the golf course. They had one of the best holes at the PulseChain Tour golf course. They had freaking cookies and snacks and partying going on. It was awesome. It was we had a great time at the golf event. That was fun. That was really fun. Oh, let's see. What do we got going on in the chat room? Are you still figuring that out? Yeah, he's let's see. Hey, Monkey's in here. What's up, Monkey? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. William
Monkey. I gotta call you. Monkey. It's been a while.
Cult classic will be a cult classic like Repo Man. Let's see. Appreciate all you guys do for the chain. Highest stakes 2 will be epic. Yes. Highest stakes 1 was supposed to be epic. Don't worry about the shout out. Glad you got it and dig it. Nah, Brian, you're the man. Like the man has I'm probably maybe missing 1 or 2 in his collection, but I've got probably 30 hats. And then all of the hats that he's given away on the giveaways. I mean, literally hundreds of hats he's given us to give away, hundreds. So thanks again, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Mel Tony, good to see you, man. Yeah, right? Kinetics, right? Look. It's Kinetics.
Good to see you all. Melv, it's great to see you, buddy.
Joe Fabs, golf was lit. RG has a good swing. Oh, shit. If Joe Fabs is one of the guys there watching, dude, they said, hey, here, hit one, RG. I went out there. I literally whiffed 3 times. I did not hit the ball. I whiffed 3 times. And I was like, this is stupid. This is just dumb.
You didn't even Happy Gilmore or what?
Dude, I didn't touch the ball. Like, I think the 4th time it fell off the tee type of thing. And that was it. I seriously, I whiffed hard, bro. And that hurts so bad when you don't hit anything. It's like, oh, my old man shoulders were just like,
especially when you're old.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. So yeah, so I'm not a golfer. I'm not a ball sports. He put me on a board. I'm good. I'm good on a board, but no ball sports. No ball sports. And so yeah. So, bro, what are you thinking? What are you seeing? Are you back because you're seeing green candles? Are you back because the green candles are high enough for you and you think it's going? What's the scoop?
Well, no, just got busy with life and family, and started a new career doing some real estate investing, and was working with a good crew there. They were actually putting together a framework for real estate on the blockchain. We've talked to a couple other big funds that are already doing this on other chains that came from like Goldman Sachs and stuff. And I just can't help but when we talk with them, just think, you guys are doing this wrong. The way you guys are doing it, there's no reason for the blockchain. What's the point of you doing this? Like, you do this on a spreadsheet. So we've thought about a way that we can actually make it so it's on chain, and there's an actual use and need for it to be there, and why we're doing it that way. And so we've been picking apart some of these other potential competitors. And I just keep bringing it back to the team that PulseChain is the place that we should be launching it, because you've got the security of an L1, you've got the EVM compatibility of PulseChain to be able to bridge to any of the other EVMs. If there was ever an issue of some sort, then you've got the ability to port it over to another chain. You've got OX Coast being able to bring people on through Old Glory Bank, that we can go bring fresh capital directly into PulseChain using their system. That way it comes straight through here, no worrying about someone trying to figure out, especially newbies, how to cross the bridge.
And we gotta say, that's a smooth system, man. Old Glory Bank through OX Coast, a smooth system. And like, if you're in the crypto business world, if you're trying to set up a crypto business account, my goodness, that happened lickety split. Like, I couldn't believe how fast they put that together, because I have been trying for years to get Coinbase to set me up, and they still haven't done it. It's just ridiculous. But
if you don't know someone on the VC side, they don't even want to touch you. They claim it takes 3 months. And that's maybe if you're hounding them every day, where are we at? And even then, you still don't get it within that time frame. So having Old Glory and being able to come directly onto PulseChain is so clutch, and people don't even realize it yet. Just wait. It'll be a big deal.
And with a family banking atmosphere too, like a real, like you're talking to your banker, and they're, they're going through your stuff. And it was a pleasant experience. I gotta say that Old Glory is, I can't say enough good things about that bank. They really did a good job. And the fact that they're so crypto friendly and they're connected so hard with OX Coast. And, when I had a little, issue with when I was setting up my OX Coast and switching the accounts back and forth. Oh, we lost Rack. They boom, fixed it up. OX Coast told me what was going on, helped me. It wasn't their problem, it was my problem. I just hadn't set things up right, and boom, everything was good. Business accounts all set up, and it was awesome, man. They did a really great job. So I was pleased. Hopefully Rack comes back, because he's got the winners. SJ, send me a copy of the winners too, would you please, so that I can have them just in case Rack doesn't come back in. My guess is he got a phone call or something. And just send it to me. But anyway, the systems are getting better. The fact that we have such a quick and easy access to onboard, I think we circumvent all of crypto. We get away from the centralization. We go decentralized. We use things like OX Coast and Gold Glory Bank, and we bring DeFi to the table, because what's going to happen over there once the Geminis, the Coinbases, and the Binances get a hold of everything over there with Grayscale and BlackRock with their fingers and thumbs and everything. What you're going to end up with.
And I got my Coinbase account shut down.
Really?
Yep. I haven't been so present in the way of being public, so I haven't really had the chance to talk to anyone about this yet. But man, they wanted to straight stick a microscope up my ass and have me give things that are literally none of their business. I've been licensed through life insurance. I've had to go through LIMRA trainings. I've had to be background checked by FinCEN just to sell life insurance, because that's where a lot of money gets laundered through financial institutions. And what they asked for was so much worse than anything I've ever dealt with Limra or FinCEN.
Now, was that business accounts or that was personal accounts?
Personal.
Really?
Yep, absolutely. So they've restricted my account. I can't cash anything out. I can't send anything to the platform. Anything that's already there, I can remove if I want, but it's just small stuff that I earn through the little quizzes or whatever it is. But yeah, they straight went KYC to the max. And I mean, they want multiple years tax returns. And I sent them in redacted. And they're like, nope, you have to send it in unredacted. And we want to know how much you have in savings and how much you have in checking. They want to see all my rental agreements. They want to see my K1s for my companies that they want to know where my wealth came from. And it's like, none of that's your business. I'm sorry. Like, that is way beyond what we need. But I have Coast, so OX Coast or 0x Coast. Yeah, and so I don't need that anymore. So I'm like, I'm not sure I want to deal with you guys anymore. You want to take away my Fourth Amendment so you can stick a microscope up my ass. And then what are you going to do with that information? And what's the liability for you guys if you guys lose my information? What if you're hacked or there's a breach? Yeah. Then what are your assurances to me? What is my compensation for putting all of my stuff out there on the dark web?
Wow.
So yeah, I no longer have a Coinbase account because of what they did. And Richard had alluded to it not too long ago that people are getting some crazy KYC stuff from Coinbase. And I was one of those people.
Wow. That's that's scary. It really is, and we wonder why we keep screaming DeFi. Yep. Even crypto, I mean, Coinbase, right? Like I've actually been, thinking that Brian was going to be one of the good actors, that he was trying to fight for DeFi. But the fact that they're doing stuff like that, man, that just...
Oh, they're asking for every single wallet that's unhosted, and then they want to see an account. I'm like, how am I supposed to show you on a hardware wallet where my name is at on the account? And they want me to dox every transaction that's ever been sent to them. They want it all, man. They want me to do their work for them. It's like it makes me think of, what's that saying? Find the perpetrator and I'll show you the crime. That's how I felt when they first started sending me stuff and threatened to shut down my account.
That's wild, man. That is wild. This stuff's going on, folks. It's what I've been telling you about. It's why we've got to fight for DeFi and make sure that we're at the table and not on the table. Because they're going to usher in the golden age of crypto with centralization, KYC, AML, and all of this other stuff. They're going to, do a CBDC. They're going to do a stable coin bill that's going to say, this is the law of the land and this is the coin you will use. And then they will be able to throttle that however way they want to, just like a CBDC. So, we've got to, we've got to fight for DeFi. I got to fight for decentralization. And the only place I see it is on PulseChain. Yep. And, you're not going to get rid of every piece of centralization. It's just not possible in the world. You're going to have some type of centralization, but if they can take your right to, move, speak, spend, transact with others, then that's not freedom right there. That's not freedom. And we've got to protect that. We've got to protect that and not let them do it in the name of, safety or whatever they want to call it, and when the real grifters, when the real terrorists and the real people are getting away with it, they won't go catch them. they're going to go and mess with the average regular guy.
Well, and the funny thing is, we've talked about this before. 99% of crimes out there in the world are all done with the US dollar. And they're worried about little crypto with its small market cap.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easier to find somebody in crypto. It's easier to find crime in crypto than it is to find in cash. That is for sure.
Yep.
So, hold on a second. SJ, am I going to get the first winner? Are you going to send it over to me? I think we have the winner to announce. I think he wants me to give the first winner. Oh, is that who it is? I think this is the winner. I want to say this is the winner. I didn't. I thought that link was a link to something else, but that's the winner. Yes. Okay. So I am going to announce the first winner of the Premium Plus Twitter account. And that is going to be, and I am going to follow that person back right now because they follow me. That is PulseChainStore.com. So PulseChainStore.com, you have won the Premium Plus membership. That is yours. It is yours. And you are the first winner. Thank Rackham for handing that over to you. He's got your name and probably has already added it. So yes, you have won. So that's our first winner. Gosh, dude, these freaking giveaways. they never.
It's over.
I told him before we started this. They said I went, oh no. Ever since Bunga, we have sworn off of doing giveaways. But here we are. Here we are doing it again. And yeah. Anyway, so enough of the bad news. Enough of the bad news. Go get yourself a 0x Coast. Get yourself an Old Glory Bank account. We should put those in the description. Producer, can we get those in the description for people that are watching this stream, that they can make sure that they can go to Old Glory Bank and set up an account and also get themselves on 0x Coast Premium DeFi onboarding platform. Go ahead. I'm gonna.
You guys ready for these green candles? It's time. It's time, guys. It's been winter was coming, and it's been a long, grueling winter, and we're ready, guys. I think we're all ready. And it's good to see the people that stayed on and continued to stream through all of this. I really haven't been present probably in the last 9 months at least. And it's not because I was waiting for the sentiment to turn around. It's just I've been busy, but it is good. I think we need to recognize the guys like Captain and some of the others that have been around during this grueling bear market. And I think I hope we start to see more of the OGs show up again, man. Get some of those old day vibes, man. That was fun. I miss the early days.
I'm seeing them come out of the woodwork. I'm seeing them come out. And starting to tweet again and get out of hibernation. I mean, that's what it is. And it's funny, my phone's ringing from people outside of the crypto space, those family members that never got into crypto that keep calling you every time the bull market comes, but they still never get in. Those phone calls are happening again. Yeah, this time I really want to make sure I get into crypto this time, and can we talk?
Yeah. I had a phone call not too long ago from a buddy that bought it 40 cents last time. Oof. Now, the one smart thing that we did is I told him, you're not going to do anything with it for the next couple of years. So just stake it. So he's all staked. He's ready to go.
Okay. We have winner number 2. The winner number 2, and I'm going to follow this one back too. Winner number 2 is Indian Hexagon. You have won a Premium Plus membership to your Twitter account. You go in there and look, and I think it's already on there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is cool. So number 2, Indian Hexagon. You can go thank Rackham for sending that over to you. He's gifting the community with 3 of those. So we will have another winner here in just a moment. I guess Rack had a bell. Oh, I think that's it. That might be the 3rd winner. And this is the last winner. Yay. The last winner doesn't follow me. So I will follow them still just because. It is Varco, also known as @Marco VOGT 17. Is that Vot 17? You have just won also a Premium Plus membership, and it is on your Twitter now. And I'll give you a follow if you want to follow me back. So there you go. 3 winners. Thank you for participating, folks. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. Dude, what do you think? I got the old it's kind of apropos that you showed up. I got the old DS logo in the back.
I love it. It's still my favorite. It always has been. It's still my favorite.
Yeah, I put it up. I was like, I'm going to put this up. I wasn't expecting you or Rack to show up or anybody. I was just going to do this little contest, have a little talk.
You put up the bat signal, the old Discourse Syndicate logo, and it just brought us all in.
The old BS.
Out in the old G's. Yeah.
Yep.
I love it, man.
Many hours here rapping about crypto, trying to teach people about HEX and staking and all that good stuff. Those were the good old days when it was simple, when we were innocent and young, and there wasn't any L1 or anything, right? Wasn't that awesome? In the innocence of Hexico?
But yet there were so many smart people that saw the brilliance in what Richard was doing
and what was coming. Yeah, we expected it. Now all we need is Johnny Chaos. Johnny Chaos, where are you? Show up.
I saw him the other night. Friday night on your show?
Yeah, he jumped in. That
was awesome.
Yeah, he's out there, doing his thing. He made his own coin, showing people how to keep coins stable, and that means don't steal from people. That's all it means, is don't steal. You should, if you make a coin and you put it out there, don't steal. It's that easy. It really is that easy. And I know it's hard.
We've been victims of that, haven't we, Captain? Without going into details, since there's some things in the works there.
Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal from people. And your crypto project will probably do well because most of you are extremely smart. But when you do stupid shit, stupid prizes and create stupid things in this space that we don't need. I don't know why. That's I don't know if you read my big old manifesto that I wrote and put in. But it's like, first of all, I appreciate the crypto community because of the brilliance and the forward thinking people that are in it, everyone in crypto. Even though we do have some assholes and we have some idiots and we have some dumb motherfuckers that shouldn't be in here, they were still bright enough, smart enough to see what was here and the value of it. And then our community in particular, the X community, I think was the cream of the crop when it came to crypto, and people that understood it, understood what DeFi really meant, understood what direction crypto was going and what direction it should go. Richard, coming in and bringing real DeFi protocols to the table and allowing us to all be part of it. I mean, it was just to see the brilliance in here and the people that are building on PulseChain and the projects that they're, forking over and making better and doing all that kind of stuff. I'm impressed. However, I just don't understand why people that are in such a young space in such a new frontier of finance, to be able to have that kind of control and that kind of expertise and that kind of foothold in this thing in the beginning, to be one of the founders of it and to be able to do good things with it, to go out and grift people for a few shekels. muddy your name, destroy who you are as a human being, steal from people, like literally steal from people that are trusting you to develop and build and make things that are going to help, not only maybe feed your family, but help other people to feed theirs and bring better financial products to the world. For you to waste your gift, your position, your opportunity to do something good it's astounding to me that somebody would waste that, to make this so valueless that they're going to steal a few shekels and ruin their opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, it's about timing here, guys. It's being patient and continuing to do the good work. Look, crypto's not ready for prime time. It's not. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of marketing needs to be done. A lot of, sweeping out of the freaking grifters out of here needs to be done. And, it just takes patience. You'll all make it. I slaved for 35 years, crawled through grease and metal chips and broke knuckles and gave up my spine and all that kind of stuff for a few bucks. And you guys have had this space for like 12, 13 years and you want to steal from each other. And I don't understand that, because all you have to do is wait a little time, because success is, or luck is where opportunity and preparation meet. If you just prepare and wait for the opportunity to hit at the right time and be the right people at the right time at the right place, when this thing finally, you'll make it. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You do well. You don't have to steal from people and make this space horrible, and that's what a lot of people have done, have made this place fucking stink like nobody's business,
Yep. And we knew there was going to be a little bit of that on PulseChain. We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew it was.
Richard even warned that there was the amount of shit coins we'd see on PulseChain were going to be unprecedented. But when you find those good projects out there and you're willing to hold long term, there's no reason to steal. It's just a matter of holding the right things for the right amount of time.
Yep.
And if you can, get you guys' incomes up out there. A man needs to work anyway. I tried to retire after 2021 and I got bored. I got bored quick. So I needed to find something to do. That's why I got back into real estate and focused on that, built a career in real estate to get that income also. So I wasn't dependent on crypto income. And you guys, if you have that in place, you can hold your crypto forever. You'll be wealthier than you ever believed if you never have to cash it out, because you've increased your skills and you found the right vehicles, the right opportunities to make money in the real world. And then you actually build a network in those industries and you actually build influence in those networks too. So you can actually bring more people to this thing that is crypto by going out there and doing that, just not looking at crypto as the lottery ticket for you.
Yeah. And that's the problem, is that people are looking at it as a lottery ticket versus some, really value and hold long term. I mean, look, all the winners are the people that have held long term, and and HEX makes you do that. So, again,
I still think HEX is the GOAT of all the tokens. HEX is still the GOAT. It's still the one that has the chance to change finance forever.
Why would it not, when it's been around the longest?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Richard's on first Ethereum. Game. It's got a 6-year chart history.
Yep. And on top of all that, when you look at the sack value and the big bags that are out there, there are so many big bags. Look, I'm sorry, people. Got news for you. Big bags in the hands of idiots dump eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So as you see these green candles go, you're going to see people dumping those coins.
Mm-hmm.
HEX, not so much.
Yep.
There is not a lot of HEX out there to dump. There is, most of the HEX is staked. In fact, 90-something% of the HEX is staked. And it's going to be slow coming out. It's going to be people waiting in line for it. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, HEX is going to be the product to beat all products in Richard's ecosystem, because
I still believe it. Yep.
People are saying that it's going to be PulseX or Inc. or Pulse, because they have big bags of it. Big bags of it. Most of the new people have big bags of it. I mean, we all have big bags of it. Let's just face it. I mean, truth is, we all have big bags of it. And what happens with big bags when numbers start going up? They get sold.
Yep.
They get sold. Period. End of story. Don't know how to tell you guys. You can all go analyze the shit out of everything. When it comes down to it, what's the most rare thing out there? What's the hardest thing to get rid of? What's the most liquid thing out there that's not going to hurt the price as much when it does get sold? Hex. Period.
Yep.
End of story. Yep. And call me crazy, but mark my words, I've been right by a whole bunch of things, only because I've looked at this thing macroeconomically. But I think Hex is always going to be the GOAT. It always was meant to be the GOAT. Richard has always said it was the GOAT. And I think it's going to be on both chains. It's going to be the GOAT.
I agree. So I got to get going, but I want to leave you guys all with some moon math. I sent this to Crypto Coffee. I'm hoping he makes a TikTok out of this. But earlier today, we were at 0.00988 cents. So just shy of a penny for PHEX. Woo. And if I just threw it into ChatGPT. I said, if it went up 10% every day, how many days would it take Hex to reach $10? And it only takes 73 days at 10% gain every day to hit $10 Hex. So do with that information what you will.
Did you say $10 Hex?
$10 Hex, and that's only on one chain.
comes out of retirement with some moon math, baby.
And we all know that some days it can go greater than 10%.
$10 Hex.
73 days of 10% gain a day. Yep. 73 days gets you to $10.
In 73 days, $10 Hex. You heard it here first, everybody.
On only one chain. I don't even know what's going to happen on the other chain. Just saying. On one chain.
On one chain, that is. On one chain, the man says. Brother, it was good seeing you, man. I'm glad you jumped up here. Made it.
It was great seeing you, man. Yeah, it's been a minute. I miss this. I really miss this.
Yeah, I miss all you guys too, man. It's been lonely out here. That's for sure.
Well, we talk behind the scenes, and we catch up on a regular basis. But it's good to be able to do this, be able to come back out and remind everybody that there were good times, and they will come again.
And they will come again. But there's people that were born in the bear market, bro. Like there's people that are born in the bear market, like they're born at 50 cents kind of shit, and they're like. When bull, sir, when bull. We've heard of this bull market. Is it really coming? You start feeling like the guy in Mad Max, There was a time when there was water. Yeah. When we didn't have to kill each other for a can of gasoline and some water. Yes. And there was blue skies and green stuff on the ground called grass. Yeah.
It will come again. Well, I better get going. It's good seeing all of you guys. Captain, always a pleasure, brother. We'll keep in touch, and maybe I'll be showing up a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe we should get a stream together with you, me, DCC, Coffee. We can get an old Four Horsemen stream or something together.
I would love that, man. I would love that. Well, I'll catch up with all of you guys later. Time to go spend some time with the fam.
All right, bro. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming.
We'll see you guys.
Yep. All right. Let me go to the chat room real quick before we close this up. Let's see. Look at onboard. New person. Good for you, Cap. Yes, good. Whatever we can do to help. There's some links in there for 0x Coast and an Old Glory bank account. Help them get set up properly. Let's see, the Brown conservative capitalist. RG, thank you, brother, for being a good human being. Our community is rich having you. Oh man, thanks. I appreciate the kind words, and I feel rich because of all of you. Honest statement. Even the stinkers out there, even the stinkers make this a place because they give me a reason to be who I am. And they give me a reason to want to change their mindset and prove them wrong or prove them inaccurate and make this place better and have them help me. That's what I really want, is I want the haters to end up helping us. I'm starting to see that happen. I'm starting to see people do that. So keep doing what we're doing, guys. Just get out there and keep doing it and change hearts and minds. You and Jim Rat living together decided to blow the dust. You and Jim Rat living together decided. I don't know what that means, but no, I don't know what the Jim Rat thing. I mean, I go to the gym a few days a week, but taking care of myself. And as is Richard Hart's going to be coming in looking good, getting himself trimmed down and ready for the bull market. Let's see. I remember $10 hex talk last cycle. Okay, buddy. Yep. True that. Oh, what? Jim Rat came out of hiding? Oh, that's right. He's streaming too. I think Jim Rat's streaming. That's funny. Yeah. That guy, that youngster, good kid, man. I met him in person one time, went out there, hooked up, and we all went out and kicked it with, who else was out there? A couple other people. Getting the band back together. Yep. I was referring to your co-host. Okay. I get you. The co-host. Yeah. He is a Jim Rat. He's always got himself in good shape. All right, everybody. So congratulations to our winners. That was Marco Voigt, Indian Hexagon, and PulseChain Store. Congratulations. You can thank Rackham for gifting those to the community. I'm sure it's just one of the gestures that he's going to make to reach out. He really wants to help market. He really wants to put his weight where it makes a difference. Remember, we all do things in our way, and he does things in his way. But he is an asset to the community, like him or not. I know some of you don't, but I know him differently. He's a good man, and he wants to help. And all the stuff that you heard about him before was misrepresented. It was inaccurate, and I would have said something if I could have, and it would have cleared things up, but I couldn't because I was sworn to secrecy. And like I said, that's what friends do. They don't talk about things you ask them not to talk about. So as hard as it was to hold that back, he did it in his time. So he's back. He's here. He's helping. So go appreciate what he's done for you. Go give him a thank you, and wear that new blue check mark well, and go do some work with it. So anyway, all right, everybody, thanks for coming. Thursday night, we're going to be doing our cigars and crypto. Me, Crispy Man, and Triplet Dad. We will be doing the cigars and crypto show. Burn it all. If you smoke cigars, or if you don't, we talk about cigars. We talk about crypto. We try and help get the cigar community interested in it without doing some weird gimmicky NFTs or some shit. We try and make it real for folks and keep it mostly on cigars and talk a little bit about crypto. We had DCC on the other day. They got a little deeper than we wanted to in conversation, but you know how those guys are. But anyway, come join us for that. And of course, Friday night will be the Effin' Hangout. If you don't know, Effin' Hangout is your show. We put the link out there for you to come join us. So anybody who wants to come join can be on that stream. It's always been that way. It will continue to be that way. It is the longest running Hexagon community stream out there for all of you to be a part of. It's yours. So we'll see you on Thursday, Friday night. Thanks for everybody for coming. We'll catch you on the next one. Why is Hex better than Bitcoin? Well, first of all, it's the fundamentals of the code. The fundamentals of the code are better than Bitcoin's fundamentals. The inflation model is better than Bitcoin's inflation model. The staking feature is better than a mining feature. It's new tech versus old tech. It's decentralized versus centralized. Yes, all of those things